National Credit Regulator to investigate Capitec's refinancing model. The bank has denied allegations by Viceroy Research that it is refinancing loans in order to conceal bad debts. Let's hear now from Luhumo Investment CEO Maudi Lentsoane on the seriousness of the problems Capitec faces. Maudi, thank you so much for joining us. Is the Viceroy Research into Capitec credible and trustworthy?
Good evening, Lulu, and good evening to your viewers. Look, it's very debatable as to whether or not we can rely on this unknown researcher called Viceroy. Simply because, since not until 2 months ago, nobody really knew anything about them. But at the same time, we can't take away the fact that this is the very same company that was investigating the Steinhoff, and we all know what transpired at Steinhoff. So one has got to be very careful about completely shutting them out. But at the same time, there's a lot of question marks around their own research, primarily because they benefit from these research that they're doing. And if you look at it, the fact that they've gained so much momentum, it might, and they are aware that any of their research is market moving, and they're still able to profit from it. It might be that there are some malicious intentions from their side, which is, to try and take advantage of the fact that everybody understands that they have been able to move shares in the past, and maybe they can do the same thing with another company and profit from it.
Now, let's speak about the critics, Capitec's critics, who basically have come out and said that Capitec's business practices are not all above board. What's your take on this?
Look, that's the allegations at this point in time. And I think Capitec, until the research by Viceroy, has been one of the best performing South African banks. The fact of the matter is Capitec is growing in terms of their client base. I'm one of the few customers that, have fallen, gone and joined the company because I see value, of course, in their product offering. They've been able to identify a gap in the South African banking space, and they are catering for that particular market, which was never catered for by the big banks, the other banks, and they've grown tremendously. So their business model, I think, when you look at their numbers do tell a story. They do tell a story of a company that's doing very well. So we really can't question from that perspective. And I think that's why also the central bank, the South African Reserve Bank, has also come out and said Capitec's liquidity are all, appropriate, they are all in line with what they expect. So all the other critics, it's really questionable. And also, Viceroy Research relies heavily on former employees. It could be that those are disgruntled employees, and also is also talking about the previous clients of Capitec. Also, if you're going to be only interviewing the former employees and also the former clients, you're going to get a very skewed perspective of things. Why not interview the management? Why not interview the current employees to get a much better picture of what's currently happening at Capitec?
The Reserve Bank has assured Capitec customers that their money is safe. Should the country look at this and say the Reserve Bank is backing them? Is this good enough?
Look, the mandate of the Reserve Bank is to ensure that there is a stability within the South African financial sector. And I don't think the Reserve Bank would come out and support Capitec if they were not knowledgeable about what was happening, what the position of Capitec is in terms of the liquidity, capital adequacy. So I think the fact that they came out bold enough to assure South Africans and the world that all is well within Capitec is the fact that they must be speaking from a very well-informed position. And also, I think, different to the event that unfolded at Steinhoff is the fact that Capitec management came out and really addressed these rumors. Whereas what happened on the other side, which is China, we still don't know what happened there. So very, very different when you look at the two events. I think Capitec management did exceptionally well by coming out and really allaying the fears and putting things into perspective as to what is really the real position at Capitec.
Capitec shares fell a day before Viceroy's research was announced. Could there be smoke and suspicion of insider trading? What exactly is going on there? Just explain how a Viceroy managed to profit from profit just before making the announcement on Capitec, or just after making the announcement on Capitec. What exactly took place there?
Yeah, at this point in time, we don't know who the participants were, in terms of the selling pressure. But especially from Friday until Monday, you could tell that there was some selling pressure that came through. In fact, even though we had some negativity around the banking sector, Capitec was one of the biggest losers, which tells the story that there must have been some more selling pressure. Whether it was Viceroy or there were other participants who were privy to the knowledge of the fact that Viceroy was about to publish the report, it's early days. Only the regulator, the JSE, would be able to uncover as to who those participants are. But Viceroy, the way it works, is that it's not illegal to short a company. You can take a view of the company and say if the share price of this company is going to fall, the short sellers that participate in the derivatives market are able to make money when the share is falling. And that's what Viceroy operates. That's how it operates. They make money out of the shares or shorting companies and profiting from the selling pressure. When those share prices decline, they make money. So they don't buy and sell high. They sell high and buy back at the lower level. It happens within the derivatives space where we can short. You can take a short position and profit from the downside in the share price. That's how Viceroy operates. Whether they were participants, whether they currently have short positions, we don't know. But I think in their research, they also disclose the fact that the readers can take the fact that they can assume that Viceroy will profit from the downside. So they might have a vested interest in their own position.
Maudi, we'll have to leave it there for now. Thank you so much for joining us. That was economist Maudi Lentsoane, the managing director of Lentsoane Investments, and he shared his views on Capitec Bank's latest woes.